A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, I would be talking about the Divine Masculine's feelings for unconditional love. He feels very sad, very troubled. He's also crying, and this particular channeling will apply to those Divine Feminines who have crossed the stage of surrender, and right now they are in illumination, or they could even be in harmonization, because these two phases, although illumination is a phase of pure bliss and gratitude, but while you're illuminating, you also have to soon harmonize. So when you're trying to harmonize, once again there are some setbacks that could be felt, or some typical challenges, that had previously scared you. Like the masculine does not want to lose the feminine at any cost. Alright? And he's also thinking of doing a legal sort of a step so that he can secure his position in the life of the feminine. Because he is also fearful of the karmics around the feminine. In this case, it seems very apparent that the feminine has some karmics who are showing interest in her, and one of the karmic, not all, but one of the karmic is the person who basically was there when there was a phase of separation. So during the separation phase, where the feminine was also very sad and felt unloved or ignored by the masculine, ignored by the person she loves the most, in her sadness and despair, she decided that, okay, since I cannot be united with someone I love unconditionally, what should I do? I should just continue to live my life. And while this typical life was going on, maybe more than one karmics, they showed interest, or they started pursuing the feminine. They started saying that, the feminine is worth keeping together or living together, or they felt that they have some kind of hold or some kind of control on the feminine, or it was literally like some kind of, I feel the ownership feeling was there, that I want to own this person, or I want to take care of this person, but still the ownership feeling is there. Now the feminine is like, okay, my true love is not with me, and I have waited a lot. How much do I wait? The love hasn't gone anywhere. It's just that the circumstances. Now in this case, it's also very apparent that it's the family that led to a separation. The family, full of narcissistic people, never wanted the masculine to pursue what the masculine wants to really do, like love or anything which is unconditional, which is something that comes from his heart and his soul. They want to stop it. Always they want to be like, no, this is not good for you. You should not do this. It will bring a bad name to you. It will embarrass us. Though it is completely opposite. The only reason they are doing this, the family is doing this, is because they want to control the masculine's life. They don't want to give away the control. Also, they don't want the masculine to sort of be happy or be independent, because they have this, like how owners feel like, this is mine, this person is mine, or this person should only listen to me. So the family constantly acts like a wall. They constantly, make the masculine very negative. If not negative, they would just be very helpless, like, don't do this, it will spoil our family name. Or they would also confuse the mind of the masculine by telling him that this is not a good thing. You should focus on work, you should focus on making money, you should focus on living a normal life. Why are you... Because, see, the twin flame love, it is not a normal type of love. Even other people can see it. Even other people are very sure about it, that now that my child has found someone who's equally different like him, because since childhood they are very well aware that my child is different. They know the masculine is different. The masculine is not like others. And the masculine always has shown the parts of him where he wanted to leave and go away somewhere. Like even as a child, certain hermit-like qualities were always there. And now the mother energy or the feminine energy, which is not a developed feminine energy, it's toxic or it's underdeveloped or it's full of fear. When she sees that my child, my child is doing something so unique and so different, she doesn't support it. She doesn't like to support it because her mind is underdeveloped. As a person, she is not yet connected to the soul. So a lot of people have been asking me lately, what is the difference between 3D world and 5D world? Why one should not be in 3D, why we should move to 5D? A simple explanation is that in 3D world, people are not connected to their soul. So when you are not connected to their soul, you are completely connected or attached to the conditional lifestyle, to the worldly world, to the samsara, which is, and so in samsara, not everyone understands unconditional love. So those who raise these children, the parents of these children, they always know that my child is different from other children because they have more children or there are other children in the family also, right? Whatever the other children are doing, the twin flame child is not doing that. Never. Always different, always unique and always very strong. So it has taken them years and years and years of practice, programming, conditioning, of controlling the masculine. Now, in case of masculine, what happens is that though there is a control, but there is also some kind of emotional bait that's been given, like family loves you, family is everything, you should never go against your family, you should always take care of your family is your prime this thing. So, which is not wrong. Family always comes first, they say, and we, in the twin flame journey, this is the reason why most twin flamers have honestly taken care of the family. Even if in the family, father and mother are not taking care of them. So most twin flamers had to grow up at a very young age. They had to become an adult, a child adult, to take care of other adults. So even though masculine has not gone through those financial crises or, typical things, he feels that, there are other things also he likes to enjoy, like he wants to be alone, or especially his problem starts when he meets the twin flame, the divine feminine. When he meets the divine feminine, he is extremely sure, like in the very beginning, that, this is the one for me. He goes and maybe talks to his parents or someone, he makes a decision with, and they say, no, this girl is very different. Maybe there is age gap, maybe there is ethnicity gap, maybe there is caste gap, maybe social status, maybe she doesn't come from as wealthy or affluent family, or it could be some other reason, many other reasons which you know very well, I'm sure. For whatever reasons, it could be. If he hasn't personally told you, masculine hasn't personally told you that this is the reason I don't want to be with you, still you should know that if he is running away from you or if he is not making a strong decision, somewhere down the line, his family relationships are very much involved. He may be, they maybe don't talk about it directly, that don't do this, don't do that, but he can sense their vibrations, that if I do this, if I get married to the feminine, or if I, legally make her mine, or if I do something which involves her and I get to spend more time with her, then my family will not be happy. He knows it. So sometimes he is quiet because of that reason also, if he has not made a hue and cry about it. For personal readings, personal sessions, guidance on dream interpretation, counseling and therapies, please go through the description box first, and once you're sure, then write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. When it comes to twin flame intuitive readings, I prefer not knowing anything about you from your journey before the reading, because before the reading, if the reader knows everything, then I'm very sure they can't do a genuine reading. So in order to get a genuine solution or more solutions, we will discuss your twin flame journey during the session, during the private session. And before that, there are certain steps you need to follow. Now, we just want the best and most accurate answers, simple as that. In case of therapies, you have to share with me different facets of your life so that we can heal the wounded inner child, which then leads to a 5D union. Without the 5D union, 3D union is impossible. You can also get my book In the Name of Love, which has 5 channeled twin flame stories based on the journey of finding your ultimate soulmate. They give great energy to twin flamers, inspiration, energy, and they are real stories which came through channeling. Connect with me on Instagram at the Sunamoon Goddess for fun updates, and you can also subscribe to the Sunamoon vlogs to get interesting content supporting Ascension lifestyle. Ascension is a lifestyle, that is true. Now, in this session, there are a lot of tears that can be felt. The masculine is crying a lot because he sees the feminine with the karmic. The masculine is crying and talking to God, any invisible power he feels, supreme power or positive energy that can help him out. And he's really sad. Like, I can feel the sad vibes. Crying, person is crying. And if it's not a typical karmic, like a typical man or somebody she's dating, then too he sees her with some kind of people where he feels that these people are trying to steal the feminine away from him, trying to take the feminine away from him. He's feeling very bad about it, and he doesn't want that to happen. Like, he feels that if it was about being with the feminine or accepting the feminine in my life, then I can do that too. Why these people have to be in the picture? This is also happening to him because he has a guilt, and the guilt is that he wasn't around in between for some time. For only that reason, he is feeling very guilty. He has apologized to the feminine in his heart and soul many times. And if they are meeting up or if they are in physical reality, then too he has apologized and he's told the feminine that, my condition was like this. I was not in the right frame of mind also, and I was so unconfident. My confidence level was very low at that time. This is the reason why I had to ignore you. I did not purposely ignore you. I thought about you every day. And even when I saw you or even when I met you for a little bit of time, I was making sure, because there is a long separation, but then there is a time when they also meet. So he is saying that, if anyone has to declare some kind of ownership or legal thing, then it should be me, because I have been the one who loves you unconditionally. Now, this is his soul, basically crying to God and saying that why not me? Why don't I get to be with my feminine? Why other people are getting her time and getting her? Does she also want to be with him? Because he sees that in some cases, he sees that the feminine is going to those people on her own. So he feels that, she has free will too. If she wants to talk to anyone, she wants to meet anyone, she wants to go to anyone, or she wants to even live a life with someone else, then who is he to stop? So this is the reason why he's crying to God that, why God, why? Why are you putting me in this situation? Why are you making me feel so low? Because without her, my life has no meaning. So this type of feeling, he also realizes right now that it's because of the family or the way he was raised. These things have come in between him going and doing what he unconditionally wants to do. So he is also slightly upset about it, but this is the time he's not blaming anyone. He's come to that maturity or that wise point where you touch the wisdom that, okay, this has also given me a lot. Today I am at a much better position. Emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, I was not like this before. So now at least I have taken many decisions, because in the past 2 years, the masculine has actually taken many other decisions also in life where he did not listen to his family members. He did not allow them to decide what he wants to do and what he doesn't want to do. So now he's now not fighting with the family. The family is not in the scene right now. Now his fight is with the karmic of the feminine, or any karmic entanglement that the feminine is in. So he's feeling very bad and guilty that, earlier it was me who was struggling and I was working, somehow managing things, because I also did not know. If I knew everything, then all this would not have happened. That's what he is also saying to God, or when whosoever he's crying to, he's saying this thing, that if I knew everything, then I would not have also suffered so much, right? It has been a struggle for me and I have worked very hard and I'm trying every single day. But when I see that maybe my feminine does not want to be with me, Maybe I hurt her so much or ignored her so much that she's happier some other place. And then another thought tells him, like from his heart, that no, the feminine loves you the most. The feminine is happiest with you. But okay, sometimes he also tries to console himself and say, maybe it's just a phase, maybe it's just... So imagine the same masculine who was running away from the feminine is now upset even if the feminine is gone for a few hours or for some time. Like hours, I'm just giving an example. Maybe gone for 15 days or 20 days or whatever. It could be hours also in some cases. So he's like, I cannot tolerate this separation now. I cannot really... So his problem is not that feminine is alone or independent or happy. His problem is the other people who like her. The other people who like her or give her importance. And he feels, see, she is good. She is good. That's why other people want her or like her. And I always knew that she stands out. I always knew that she's really sensible, mature. But I was so trapped in my own problems. All these negative energies, all these demonic entities were telling me that I'm not good enough for anything. But now I don't feel like that. So why, God, why punishing me? Why are you punishing me? Why punish me and why are you punishing me? Let me correct. He says that. And he's crying and he's like, okay, please forgive me. Please help me. So looking at these feelings, even in the channeling, I decided to take out a card for this situation. I decided to ask, like some kind of help from the universe. Like what is it that will give masculine some peace of mind, or what should the masculine do in this situation? So these are the cards, the chakra cards, and I will shuffle and see what card comes out. So I am guided to take out 2 cards. One is this, and the other is this. So let's see what these cards have to say. This was the first one, so I'll keep it here. The first card is instinct. Wow. And there is, I'll explain this card to you. And instinct comes from the crown chakra. Another crown chakra card, that is, oh my God, this is amazing. So this is release and this is instinct. These are the 2 cards that have come in order to help the divine masculine collective. Let me explain the cards to you now. Now, this is the amazing guidance that we have received from the chakra cards, the wisdom oracle cards. Now, here we see 2 cards, instinct and release. So, when you see instinct, and these are cards that belong to the crown chakra area. And as we all know that the masculines have issue with the upper 3-4 chakras mostly. So, it is extremely accurate. And this is connected to the solar plexus of divine feminine. So guys and girls, one thing we need to understand that the masculine is basically mirroring from the divine feminine. In the divine feminine's life, certain things are happening which are being mirrored by the divine masculine. And during the final stages, one thing is very commonly seen. For many of the things, the timelines actually begin to match. When the masculine begins to build authority in her life, which means that she is not supposed to give any explanation to anyone for what she wants to do. She's not supposed to, please other people. She's not supposed to do any of the things that she was doing previously. So it's all about authority. When the feminine develops true, genuine authority in her life against other people, that's when he also develops authority. So if these cards have come, somehow it is connected to authority also. Every human being, every individual needs to come into their own space, into their own point of power, and that's when they have authority over their own life. So we are not considering or thinking about other people. We don't want to get into that zone where we are thinking about, being like other people's authoritative person or someone who decides, because this is the only thing that we are running away from. So why would we do it to anyone else? So there is one confusion in his mind, that am I being authoritative towards the feminine? Like, am I trying to possess her? Am I trying to, forget the fact that she has gone through hardships as much as I did? Also in this channeling, one more thing is very clear, that for all those people who think that the masculine is enjoying without the feminine, that is not true. If there is true love, and true love, it's one of the quotes I had written few years back. It says that true love is never one-sided. So back then when I wrote it, I was thinking, how is this possible? Because there's so many psychos also who love you, and there's so many crazy people who also love you, and there's so many types of love. I used to see love as different things. So do you feel the same way for everyone? And then over the next few years, I realized that there is something called true love, pure love, unconditional love. And the love that we see in the planet, that is not the real love. So if you have unconditional, pure love for anyone, then that person will also feel the same way for you. Because true love is never one-sided. So when he was away from her, he was also suffering, he was also sad. But he wasn't confident enough, he wasn't sure enough, he wasn't bold enough. And also, he did not have that much wisdom, because he was still struggling very hard in his templates to fight the battles against all the negative energy. Now he is in a much better position, and if the cards of crown chakra has come, it means that somewhere he has worked on his intuition. The more he suffered in the matrix reality, the more he figured out that he has been a victim of narcissistic abuse, and there are certain narcissistic qualities in him also which he needs to let go, which he worked on. And obviously he worked on those things and started feeling different. And that's when more he felt different, the more the love increased for the divine feminine. The more love, respect, connection, telepathy. And most important thing is that he became a person who was very sure that she is the one he loves. So this surety wasn't there. So now what the instinct card is telling us is that there is a guide inside of us. Okay. And in the picture you see the wolves. Wolves, they are also the community, the dog community. So again we see loyalty. Wolves are very loyal, they are very caring, and they are very responsible animals. That's why many wolves we have heard stories that wolves have also raised human beings. So they have very good instinct. They are very much aligned with the nature. So that's the reason why dogs are also wolves, but they are the ones who live with humans. So they climb these rocks, these high rocks, and the eyes of the wolf, you see the white wolf, his eyes are fixed on the high ground. So when the wolf journeys ahead, he does not look below for his enemy. So this is one thing, a very important point that we need to understand, that we are the ones, and I've said it before also and I'm saying it again, and this is to affirm this feeling that we ourselves, we give energy to those people. We give energy to the karmics, whether it's our karmics or whether it's the narcissistic abuser, we give them energy. And I have many examples to quote over here, where a lot of people are physically also stronger than their abusers. Their abusers are not as physically strong as them, and yet they go through abuse. They cannot stand up and say that, hey, I'll punch you if you touch me again. I'll destroy you if you do this again. So this is just a way to tell you that we are the ones who are giving energy to anyone else who comes between us or who comes in between our pure intention. So you know that you love a person with purest intention. No one could have loved this person the way you love this person. And you have done many things for this person. Without knowing or knowingly, you have done a lot of things. In fact, all your inner work is being done for this person. So that you are in a balanced state, you are not getting triggered, no one is coming in your path. Because this is a path of unconditional love. Alright? So as a wolf, the main aim of this channeling, I think, or the main aim of this message is that don't focus on those people. They don't have any power over you. They don't have any energy over you. You are the one who are making them powerful. If you don't focus on them, they are not your enemies at all. So this is also to train the mind of the masculine and the feminine, both collective, because even the feminine, she gets anxious or she gets depressed, she feels compared with other women or other people who are taking away the masculine from her, or she's focusing even on the things that he's done to go away from her, right? So she has to stop doing that. And this is also applicable to those people. Now, I know I'm saying it towards the end, but if you are in a mission, if you have a earth mission and you're working on that mission day and night, and you're facing challenges in that mission, something or the other, someone or the other comes between and tries to take your peace of mind, or tries to make you feel horrible, wants to put you back, like these are all dark people, they want to put you back in some spot. So know that the dark people have no energy over you. They are just simple attention seekers. Why are all dark people attention seekers? Have you noticed it? Why all these narcissistic people, they want attention? Because that is the only way they can get energy from you, and they need that energy to do their things. If you don't give them any energy, they will not be able to function at all. They will lose all the power. They will not have any power, strength over you to hurt you, to suppress you, to depress you, whatever. So don't think about them. Be the wolf who is only looking at the goal. He climbs the unseen, for only those who seek a spirit guide can see him. So he climbs the unseen, and for only those who seek a spirit guide can see him. So maybe you are getting this card as an answer, even if you're a feminine and you're struggling to do something, certain things in life, and it's not related to your masculine, and you're struggling hard and you're crying and you're feeling bad, then also this is a card for you. Because some of you may not know where the masculine is or what is he doing in life, alright? So it's you, when you do your inner work, when you get stuck in inner work and you reach a certain place of peace, it will be mirrored by the divine masculine as well. And this particular wolf, this wolf is only for those people who are seeking guidance from God. If you are trying to take control, if you are doing everything, you are being the doer in this situation, it will not work out for you. Alright, it will not work out for you. So you need to ask your spirit guides, you need to ask your masters. If you have a master, if you have a guru, they will help you out in this. Okay? So your inspiration is that your instinct is finely tuned. So why you doubt it? Your journey is guided, and nothing can come between unconditional love. Okay? So stop being this way, stop feeling this way, that someone can come and take away the one you love from you. It is not possible. Because the person or the, person, thing, dream, mission, anything that we are talking about over here, goal, whatever is important in this situation, that is yours. That is what the message is also saying. So why are you doubting it? Why are you worried? Alright? Give the other person also some freedom or free will. Why can't you trust the other person? Like, even if the feminine, in this case, even if the feminine is going and talking to someone else, or maybe she, in your absence, she maybe dated someone else, or whatever she did. Now, why are you doubting that she won't come back to you? Just the way you realize your true love, despite all of these odds and obstacles, why won't she? And she was obviously your true love, right? So why worry? Then you can ask your master also that, how do I let go, master? How should I move on? Should I trust my inner guidance, or why am I suffering? Can you please help me heal my problem? Can you please release this template or this reason that is making me suffer? So be on your own, be independent. Spirit lies on the road ahead, led by the spirit, following your instinct. The keywords are instinct, guides, and awakening. There is also a meditation with this particular card, and you can do it right away. Wherever you are, you can relax yourself, you can just sit comfortably, and you can just close your eyes. If you're not yet ready, you can just take a pause and then get back to it later. And now imagine a waterfall of light. Washing down from above. The wolf of white light beckons you to go. The wolf of white light beckons to you, go. As he guides you, what do you see? Does he talk to you? He may not. Communication takes many forms. Is he friendly? Neutral? Do you have any innate knowledge about him? If he allows it, look into his eyes. Previously unseen sights may now be revealed to you. When I looked at this card, I was very happy because I love wolves and I love dogs. I call myself a dog mother, a wolf mother. One of the dogs I know, I even kept his name Wolfie because I met him at a very important point in my during my inner work or during my ascension journey. So when I saw him, he looked like a wolf completely, and I was like, wow, this is a dog that looks like a wolf. I don't know how you feel. Everybody will feel differently. So you can rewind again and listen to that part where I asked you to visualize. And whatever the wolf says to you, whatever the way you feel, note it down. If you feel happy, if you feel uplifted, if you feel guided, if you feel nothing can go wrong, this is the feeling that will help you out for sure. If you still feel some doubtful energy, if you still feel a little like unsure, then again you speak to your master, alright? But the main message is that don't give any energy to the other people who you call your enemies. So if you don't give them any attention, any importance, they no longer have the power. Now the second card is release, alright? Now in the release card, the main message is that I can no longer keep your secrets. So you see that in this card there are some graves and there is a person, there's a girl who's walking through the graveyard. She's very scared, she looks very terrified, and there's a storm, there's rainfall. Now if you remember in the very beginning of the channeling, or I think somewhere 5 minutes down the line, I had mentioned that the masculine is crying. The masculine is in tears because of whatever he's feeling. He cannot take it anymore. And here also the release card is about a person who's going through this pain, and the voices are telling the person that it's all your fault. You did it. It's your fault, so you'll pay for it. The way you ignored this person or the way you did wrong things to this person, you're paying for it. So I will not forgive you. There is no forgiveness for you. So this is also happening because the masculine is not able to forgive himself. And if this is being mirrored by the feminine, let me tell you, even the feminine is going through certain things or emotions where she is not able to forgive the people who had tormented her or hurt her, or in this situation trying to take away the one thing that she really loves the most. So if the feminine is if you being a feminine is going through this situation because of anything, because of any XYZ reason, then you also need to forgive yourself because you did not know any better. If you knew any better, why would you have done this? And the same applies for the masculine, because even the masculine did not know any better. If you knew any better, then he also would not have acted the way he acted. So forgiveness is very important in this situation. You have to forgive. And in this card, she is also realizing one more thing, that she is the one who has been making her feel miserable. So it's very similar to the statement from the instinct card, because in the instinct card also the same thing is being echoed, that your enemies, you are giving power to your enemies. Why you have to do that? You don't need to do that. Similarly, for her, the statement is that you are the one who's making yourself miserable. So don't do it. So now when she leaves this graveyard, she leaves it with a changed heart, and she's ready to forgive herself and others. And at the same time, because of the instinct card, the masculine and the feminine template, also collective, whosoever is listening here also, and if you're not listening, and if somebody is in some other part of the world talking to the spirit guides, eventually this is my intention, and I feel that this is the reason why I've picked up these cards, that they would get this message somehow, somehow, that you need to forgive yourself, you need to forgive other people also, because they are equally ignorant as you. Or now if you are wise and they're still ignorant, it's the same thing, maybe they are not as wise as you right now. So this is about personal responsibility and the release of blame. It's time to clear the debris and move on. You cannot move forward while you continue to hide. So the personal inquiry you can do over here is that you can heal the family of origin issues. Like, are you ready to face your past and let go? If you are not, because you have to also understand that this same past has led to your ascension work. And once again, as I said, that this will only be applicable or understood properly by the people who are in surrender, illumination. But as in, at least 80% of surrender has been done. Illumination and even harmonization, because these people have buried the past wherever it belonged. They've left it, they've moved on from there, and they're not going into it again. Only then this channeling will be understood or resonated by you. So take that personal responsibility, and if you really want to move on, you want to feel better, you want to be in the better future, the higher dimension, then please forget about whatever is going on. So you need to heal your past, which includes your family or anyone where the issue has originated from. So think with a calm mind, where is this issue actually coming from? What is the real cause of this issue? One more point I want to say is that here the masculine is also feeling that if he does not have the feminine around him, or if he is not sure that the feminine loves him, he is not able to focus. He is not able to be in the present moment. He is not able to live his life. So this is also another reason why he cries for help. Now the key words or the key ideas here is release. Don't dwell on the past. Okay, if you are angry, then understand that this anger is there because of a reason. Change your consciousness. From tarot perspective, this could also be seen as a judgment card, because if you have seen the judgment card, it is very similar. There are graves and there's a higher being, and all the people are naked in front of the higher being, the supreme being or the archangel, that we surrender. So we let go. Then try to see things clearly, look at the hidden truth, and do the great discovery. So healing is required, remission is required, integration is required. And to do this meditation, you should not have any distractions. But as I said, the gray feeling that the masculine is feeling blue, feeling gray, feeling sad, feeling despair, it's also because he's not able to focus. So he's also made this prayer, he's also asking this question to God, that I need to focus. If I am not going to focus, then how will I reach to the next step? So you can't have any distractions. So the gray storm, the shadow gray storm, is simply asking you to listen, to just sit down and listen. In the silence, you will hear yourself, and then only you can sincerely seek freedom, and the shadow grey storm may come to you. And if it does, then this is what you need to do. So on this note, I would be closing this channeling session, and I hope you guys have received something from it. Whether you're a masculine or you're a feminine, in whichever case, this is to let you know that please move on, and please don't give any energy to people who don't deserve your energy. Just stay close to your focused thing, and whatever you want in life, that belongs to you, because it's coming from a place of unconditional love. Thank you so much for being here with me once again. One love and peace out.